For this week, we're essentially going to look at setting your boundaries. Okay, so what do I mean when I talk about setting your boundaries? Previous to starting this program, you probably felt like you didn't really have much routine or structure, and essentially you were possibly putting yourself at the bottom of the priority pile. So essentially, for you to move forward, we need to ensure that you're looking after yourself and setting their boundaries. So it can be from work, it could be for your diary time for yourself, it could be for time that you need to make sure you're winding down. So today I want you to look at that. All right, essentially the first one is going to be the biggest, possibly the biggest sort of drain is going to be your time in which you work. All right, so whether you do work or whether you don't work, is making sure that you have your work time set up so you don't let that overrun into your evening time or your morning time, or essentially you just feel like you're working and working and working. So that's number one. So I want you to fixate on a start work time, and then on a finish time. Okay, now obviously for everyone that is going to be fairly different. However, it's going to be really important to nail that as number one, so you've got a solid structure to your day and things don't simply just roll on into other sort of blurred lines in terms of, as I said, your actual personal life and essentially your morning routine, your morning time for yourself. Second one, I want you to make sure you set your time in your diary for yourself at which you're going to get your workouts in. Okay, so obviously your workouts have now been set. You're essentially going to allow yourself that time in your day where you think, right, okay, I'm going to hit Joe's workout, whether it be home workout, whether you're at the gym, whether it's going out for a walk. I want you to make sure you set those times in your diaries. Again, this is another way of setting your boundary. If you block out that time in your diary, whether it be a family diary or a work one, that is your time at which you have for yourself to do your workout. The biggest one we're going to look at is essentially the time at which you take to wind down. Now, being after eating time with the family or your husband or partner or whoever you're living with right now is creating a wind down time for yourself. So when we go further forward, we'll be looking at sleep routines and all that important stuff. But for the simple part of this week, I really want you to focus on what time do I need to wind down? What time do I also want to go to bed? What time do I want to be asleep? What time leaves me feeling good when I go to sleep at that time? It might be 10, it might be 10:30, it might even be slightly earlier. For me, I know personally that the earlier I wind down, I tend to have a much better night's sleep, and therefore has a big impact, big positive impact on my next day. So really, really important. So 3 biggest things I want you to nail for me, and comment below once you've done this. So your work time, what time you're going to log in, what time you're going to log off, or essentially what time you're going to start work, what time you're going to make sure you finish. Secondly, putting your times in your diary. Now, I don't need proof of this. Remember, you're being accountable to yourself for this one, and you're making sure that time is set for you in your diary. And third one, what time do I need to wind down? What time do I need to stop looking at emails? What time do I need to stop looking at sort of screens, essentially, that are going to trigger our body to stay awake? And also, what time do I need to make sure that I do my evening routine? So obviously clean your teeth, whether you have a shower before you go to bed, whether you've got any medication to take, and whether you essentially like to do something like journaling. Again, that is going to be something we discuss later on in the program. But for you, please set those things out, and these strong boundaries are going to enable us to set strong foundations for you moving forward. Hope that really helps, and I look forward to speaking to you very soon.